can see the work sign right there. Oh my god, I'm on campus again. There's something, it feels kind of surreal, and at the same time, it's like I never left. So, oh my god, I'm remembering my very, very, very first day I ever visited the campus, and we drove by this sign, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, we're here! And I basically made them pull up, like, next to the sign, because I thought I thought it was campus, but it wasn't. Regardless, I'm reaching work. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't seen it in so long. This is so good. There's a little road to go into Gibbet Hill campus, which is where I'm going. Woo! See? You can see it. Warwick! Ah. Exciting. I have to say, it's very exciting. Hello everybody and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little mini clip of literally my first moment back on Warwick territory. That was the first time I came back. I went back there since March. I was super excited, excuse the traffic noise, but I thought I'd put that in there just to kind of share my genuine excitement at being on campus for the first time in 6 months. It had been 6 months at that point, even more, because I left on March 14th and I believe that was September 21st or 22nd? Yes, one of those days. So it had been a long time and I was so excited to be back on campus. It was just such a good moment. Anyways, regardless, hi! It's me again. I'm back, and I know it's been a minute. It's been a little bit more than a minute, actually. I know I haven't posted anything since way back in September when I was still in America. That was a long time ago. Right. So that being said, today I kind of wanted to give a recap. So I'm obviously in my second year now, and I'm in the UK now. So this is my student home, this is my student room. And I guess I just wanted to kind of give a little cover of what's been going on so far, a little blurb. First things first, I want to talk to you all about actually studying, because this is a university blog, and yes, I do actually study. I do work. So obviously because of COVID, most schooling and stuff is online. So lectures, for example, the biggest part of everything, are 100% online, and the process for lectures this year, for life sciences specifically, is pre-recorded lectures released at the start of the week for when they would have been given. So for example, if you had 9 lectures in a week, you know, you had like 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, I don't know how the rest are distributed, you'd get all of them released to you on the Monday of that week, so you get 9, and they're released in small increments, so you don't get 1-hour lectures anymore recorded. No, the lecturers actually went through and recorded new, like based on this year, recordings of them giving small sections of each lecture individually. So it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, a couple of lectures go into like 30-40 minute videos at a time, and there's like 3 of them, but each to their own. And ultimately it kind of gives you as a student the opportunity to not only focus on specific topics from lectures in a much, much, much more concentrated way, but it also gives you the chance to organize your work in a different way. So you're not just sitting in a lecture for an hour, rushing to write out whatever you can have time to write out. You have the time to pause the video to look at it, or, you know, watch the entire section, then go through, do a little bit of research on that, and then start the next topic. Because although the entire lecture is related, the sections of the lectures are a little bit different from time to time. So it's quite useful, I would say, and it's really interesting. I think the hardest part about having online lectures is definitely just the fact that there's like no obligation to physically go to a lecture. So the actual initiative to get started on it is probably what I find the hardest. It's the actual opening it and getting going. Because once you get going, you work. It's the actual getting going, because you don't actually have to physically be anywhere. So you're like, I can just start at like 4 p.m. and then by the time 4 p.m. rolls around and it's already dark outside because we live in the UK, you don't want to do work when it's already dark outside. Already. Not still, already. So that's lectures. And then that doesn't mean that everything is online. So we still are having in-person tutorials, we're still having in-person labs, in-person workshops. So as much stuff on campus as possible is still being done in person. Because like tutorials, for example, we have very small group teachings. We're 6 to 7 people in a group. So they just separated times. Like I have tutorials at 9 a.m. and at 11 a.m. and some people have them at 5 p.m. But you get a lecture hall with your tutor group and you have an hour to do your tutorial as normal. Plus, in second year, there's this interesting thing called rotational tutorials, where you have a tutorial with a tutor that isn't yours, and the way it works is you're given research papers on a topic that specific academic, that tutor, is actually involved in, so it's like their topic, and you discuss it, you do a little bit of research, you will have to do assignments for them as well, and it's really interesting to just kind of get an idea of what is actually actively going on in the university. So it's not just theory anymore. You're learning, you're looking at active research topics, which is pretty interesting. Like, it kind of gives you an insight as to like what you would or wouldn't want to do. For example, my 2 tutorials that I've had rotationally so far have both been ecologically based. So they've both been about bacteria and the ecological impact that they have. And personally, though I know that this is an extremely important topic for life to exist, personally I have no interest in studying it. So doing this tutorial confirmed that for me. Versus I have a friend who I know would have loved my tutorial topic. She would have just been all in it, complete 100% participation, knows everything, extra reading. I did it. I did all the work, but I didn't have much of an interest to continue reading it after the tutorial. So, it's good for that as well. And then labs. So we're starting actual labs. There's not a lot of labs this term anyways in year 2, but we do have a couple of labs in the next couple of weeks. They're also very divided, so there's a lot of groups. They're spread out throughout a lot of different weeks. We've had workshops. Obviously, there's a lot of people who aren't in the UK at the moment or just physically weren't able to make it for term 1. So everything is still available online as well. All of the labs, you're able to do them online, collaborate with someone who's in person. It works out really well. But there's also online in-person things. So in the ICL suite, there's certain softwares that you use to do simulations and workshops and labs for certain modules. And we're going through that, and generally it's really good. I have to say, big props to Life Sciences for everything that they've been doing, because they've been doing such a fantastic job of just trying to make this as interactive and normal as possible for the time. One more education-based thing before I get on to the next topic of this video is second year. For those of you who are in first year now, and even those of you who are in second year now, second year is a lot from the start. So people will think or say that second year is harder, and I have to disagree. Because it's not that the content jumps from basic to complicated in a year. It's not like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm learning. That's not what happens. Content is manageable, it's doable. Yes, it does increase, but that's expected considering you're in your second year of university, ultimately hoping to graduate with a university degree and university knowledge of the subjects. But when it comes to actual workload, first year is very gradual. They lead you into it. They kind of feed you bit by bit with little assignments, and you build up your ability to do things and you work your way up. Second year is not like that, because you've had this first year experience. When you get into second year, it's just week 1, lectures, tutorials, assignments, essay, woo, woo, woo. You do work. And it might seem overwhelming at first. I know a lot of people, including myself, for the first week and a half, were just completely overwhelmed because it was just I didn't expect to have that much to do in the first week. I really didn't expect it. Should have seen it coming. Didn't. So to all of you prospective second years out there, just know and expect it so you're not hit with a wave of I didn't see that coming. It's a bit more work from the start, but it's still manageable, and it's not a billion times harder or anything like that. Right. So that's really all I have to say for so far for second year on like the education-wise bits. Campus is still open right now, even though everything's in lockdown, so it's still like studying is still actively going on in as normal of a way as possible at the moment, and that's not changing. That being said, obviously student life isn't all university studying, it's mainly, but there are other aspects. One of said aspects being living arrangements. If you have seen me before last year, you probably might remember one of my videos was about house hunting. And in that video, my flatmates and I went on an adventure to Kenilworth where we saw this beautiful flat for 3 people that was really amazing, and we signed a contract for it. Well, here is said flat. I have now been living here for 2 months, and it's fantastic. As you can see, we've personalized. I'm in my room, and to go with it, I've actually recorded some clips. So I wanted to do originally a really aesthetic kind of like before after type of things, like before, just moved in, everything's empty, and I completely forgot that I wanted to do that, but I did do a little after montage. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in here now so you can see the after, so you can see our decorations. Because where you live and how you live really does impact how the rest of your life goes on around you. If you're living in a place that doesn't make you comfortable, that you're constantly just not feeling right in, then your mind won't be able to focus on the other things that are going on in your life. And especially for students, you need to pick a place to live, and you need to pick people to live with, where when you come home, it's an environment that you want to be in. After a busy day at school, a busy day of work, you want to come home and just be at home. You want it to feel like home. Luckily for me, that's exactly what I have. I have incredible flatmates. We get along so well. There's some clips of that as well. You guys can see us wooing. And I love the location. I'm staying in this house for next year because I love it that much. It's a fantastic location. It's close to uni, which is exactly what I wanted, and it's got all of the necessary amenities that I need. Coffee shops galore, and if you know me, coffee shops are a huge part of my life. I really enjoy them. I really appreciate good coffee, and a good coffee shop is always appreciated. And making your room is like the first step of feeling at home. So hence the little room tour I'm about to give you. I hope you enjoy this, and see you in a bit. So this is my room. My room is the smallest room in the house. You see my desk is like work setup. I had a cake and a coffee this morning from the coffee shop nearby. Got all my little decorations. My bed. There's me. And as you guys can see, my room is quite small. I did pick the smallest room in the house, but look at my view. I can't get enough of the view. I honestly can't. That being said, here's another part of the house just to give an idea. So this is our top bathroom. We've got bath and a shower, and me again. And then we've actually got another, so all of our bedrooms are upstairs, and then the downstairs part of our flat, if you'll follow me, has our living room with, that's my personal decoration. Got some plants that are both aesthetic and edible. Grow your parsley, friends, grow it. More windows. We've got loads of decorations. We really just did as much as possible to make the house feel like our place. So here's our kitchen. Again, more greens. I'm growing lettuce. Whoa, that sprouted last night. That was not there yesterday. Okay. And you know, we keep it tidy. We live together. I really enjoy it. We have a little laundry room. So this is our flat today and how we're living in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little blurb of my life so far. Basically, I haven't been seeing a lot of friends, especially since school started and with lockdown and everything. I've only had a couple of outings with people for a birthday, and otherwise I've just kind of been sticking to meeting people accidentally on campus and mostly just staying home. That being said though, life is very chill right now. England's in a second lockdown, so other than going out to get takeaway coffees and going to campus for studying, I don't really leave my house much, but I didn't really leave my house much before that anyways, and I only did it for the same 2 reasons, so lockdown isn't affecting us too much. So because of that, I'm not doing the typical lockdown vlog, because my lockdown vlog would be repeats of the exact same day every day for a month, which isn't particularly interesting. I don't think anybody wants to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to do that. But you will be seeing more of me because I am now in a place where I'm actively getting back to this. I have been writing blogs, so if you're curious to see what I've been writing, I've written 2 blogs in the past couple of months on the Our Work website, so go check that out. Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week and weekend and time until the next time that I see you. And if you have any questions regarding anything, whether I mention it in the video or not, please, please, please leave a comment. Comment, tag me, find me on the social medias and send me a private message. I will reply. I'm pretty good about it. And I just want to answer all of your questions. Okay. On that note, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, give it a big subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!